Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun Dark Dawn. This is Dragolor 56, the Hurry We're Better Off Without, and we are at the Passage Mountain Passage. So, let's see what's going on here. Oh, interesting. Oh, kind of looks like an elevator. Can't really do anything with that with the elevator not here. Let's see here. What else is around here? Looks like we can't get whatever that is from the bottom, but... Wow, 5 pixies. This ought to be interesting. If I remember correctly, these guys are Mercury, so I think some Jupiter skills should be able to take him out. Just how to take him out. Wow! Okay! Alright, I know how to get rid of him now. So let's just take care of these last two then. And apparently the Elven Rapier is a Jupiter weapon. Interesting. Alright, what's going on here? The ladder has been cut. Must have happened when Passage was attacked by Caucho's soldiers. Really? Okay, so it looks like Caucho was part of this thing, this whole war as well. Okay. A multitude more pixies. So, let's see what's in this cave. Interesting. Rocks that we can send upwards if there's any updraft of air. Interesting. Alright, what's this? Dangerous path of hair, very high chance of horrible gusts. Okay, so yeah, basically these little puffs of wind will send us off track. So they're basically impossible to get by. Like so. Yeah. So I see a little gap in that little thing there, but I wonder, can we actually use move on those things? Kinda looks like it. But no, no such luck. Alright, so we're gonna have to get past here, and I want to see what's around. Yeah, actually, yeah, there's nothing else here. We could just do that. Okay, no draft, it just falls like a rock. Oh, wow, this is a mine, apparently. Welcome to our soul mine. We gather all the floating soul stones we can find. Interesting. That said, I'm higher on updrafts in here. So yeah, basically, this is their main source of income. Soulstone. Can't get to town since the wizard's so strong right now. Guess we'll have to wait. And I see a Ginny there we can't really get with those gusts, so we're gonna have to take the long way around, it looks like. Yeah, so we can use our own gusts of wind to lift up the Zol. As I just demonstrated right there. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to dodge these guys here. There we are. And what's in that little chest there? Blow mace. Who gets this? Let's give it to Tyrrell because he needs more attack power. And giving it to Matthew would not really do much. And there it is. Let's go for this guy. Ooh, he's up for a fight. Bring it on. So, Venus Ginny, if I remember, they're weak against... I'm gonna say Mercury. Just want to make sure here. Oh, no, it's Venus. That's good to know. Alright, so let's continue pummeling this thing. Got it! This particular gin is... Bark! And it's... I can't remember if it's a defensive buff or an actual shield of sorts. And, well, we're getting pretty high on this mountain here. I see something really interesting on the right there. Let's go check it out. Alright. Gonna have to go down here. So down here, nowhere else to go but down. And here is something we cannot do yet. We actually need to do something that will be accomplished much later. We'll be able to do something similar to what is required in this episode, but in order to actually access what's in there, we don't have the means to do so. This must be Passage. We're going all the way to the Mountain of Passage. I can't wait to see it again. Seem to be excited. I guess you haven't really seen very much. Now, follow me to the very spot that Crane believed was the only way to cross the peaks. We're almost in the passage that... Yeah, okay. Enough chit-chat, let's just get going. We're above the town already. Okay. Alright, I do want to explore Passage, though. Let's do it. Let's see here. The cloud platform. Interesting. Oh, that is cool. Clouds swirling around that mountain. So this is the way across the Kirin Mountains. What? But we're so high in the clouds, there's nowhere else to go. Nonetheless, this is the spot that Crane believed is the key to crossing over. That's impossible! We're at the very top of this mountain! But apparently not at the highest peak. How can we go anywhere from here, except back down? You're complaining again, Karis. If only we had a soaring with us. Yes! If only! Way to go, Tyrrell. Again, way to go. But here's the crux of the matter. See that mountain across the sky? Yeah, that big-ass one that's impossible to miss. That's Craggy Peak. Crane says that's the ancient ancestors of us Adams. That's the ancestors of Adams lived there. They were known as the Janae. Our ancestors lived there and many other places across Wayard. The Janae who lived on that peak were known as the Neox. They looked over this part of the world. Did Crane think that the Neox used their powers to travel between there and here? Seems to be the case. Exactly! He thinks they could create some sort of sky passage between the peaks. Interesting! The Neox Janae worked with the ancient people of Passage to create a machine that could manipulate the clouds. Crane said that such machines were based on alchemy principles. The one in Passage is called the Alchemy Forge. Well, show us the way to this machine, then. Not so simple. Crane couldn't figure out how to get Passage's Alchemy Forge running. Really? That's disheartening. But Crane is a genius. How could we succeed when he couldn't? We have to figure it out. There's no way to reach Berlin's and catch up with Kraden. Yeah. Not to mention getting to Morgal to find that feather. If only we hadn't run into those fiends in the cave. Hey, Blotto's had a direct hand in forcing us to the south part of Angara. But why is that masked man tagging along with him? Yeah, he seems to have his own agenda. You know, that guy who wanted to know if he had the glyph book? Yeah, I remember. He was eager to send us south to find you, Reef, not Kraden. From what I could gather, it seemed that Kraden suspected his true identity. I got the feeling they knew each other pretty well. Do you think so? Perhaps that's why Kraden was willing to part ways. Well, I can't imagine they'd be friends. But old allies, perhaps? I trust Kraden, but I can't see trusting anything about that masked man or Blottos. I don't see how this helps us get across the sky. Now, if we only did have a soar wing, whose fault is that, Tyrrell? Too bad ours is broken. Of course, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. So all we have is an ancient legend about a machine that can make a cloud passage. Yeah, not a lot. I wish I provided more details from Kraden when we were last here. No use fretting about it now. I guess we'll just have to investigate this ourselves. That's the only way we'll get to that peak. So we have nothing but a dusty Janae legend to go on. That's all. Just Janae and a fabled cloud passage to Craggy Peak. What? Have you had another thought, Reef? There was one more reason Kraden gave up on getting to that peak. He said we don't have a wide variety of synergy to start the Alchemy's Forge. Oh, I guess we're covered then. There's all the elements right here. Variety? What kinds of synergy did you think he needed? I don't know. Oh, who else came with you and Kraden? Just my sister, no, and we're both water rats. Well, that's the problem! You didn't have any others. Now that we have wind, earth, and fire, we should be golden. You might be right. Yeah, of course we're right! Well, then let's find that Alchemy Forge, Reef. I'm sure we'll create that cloud passage to Craggy Peak in no time. I noticed it before, but things feel a little different from when I was last here. This place is brimming with synergy power now. Can't you feel it? I'm certain it wasn't like this before. Change is in the wind. The key to all of this is in Passage. Let's head back into town then. I'm sure we'll uncover the secret there. Alright, to the forge! Alright, so... Meeting in session, so that's not the forge then. Let's talk to this guy. We often speak of ancient times here, young ones. People of Passage were our ancestors, the Exothi, who were master craftsmen. But the Exothi owed just as much to a people of special powers called the Janae. There was a third group of ancients we have heard of, known as the Fori. Neither special powers nor master craftsmanship. Sadly, the world laughed at them. I feel the Fori now. Yeah, that's a little thing we could get there. Okay, just looking for some more terms here. Pretty glad we got the Exothi and the Fori there. So, I'm guessing this must be the forge room. Kinda looks like it. Although, this is the machine. Yep, certainly is, but it looks kind of broken, and I think I saw a couple of puddles of water. What's all this? So this is the ancient machine reef? Indeed it is. Well, tell us everything. Don't keep us waiting. This is the alchemy forge. Yeah, we gathered. This doesn't look like any kind of forge I've ever seen. Forges are normally used to create weapons. This one creates a cloud passage to Craggy Peak, huh? But the alchemy forge isn't doing much of anything at the moment. Perhaps this is broken. Got some Zold around here. Hey, Tiro! Throw a fireball at this spot marked with a flame. Can't stand it with Karos bossing me around. Tiro, I think it was just a request, not a demand. That's pretty cool looking. So that's the secret. It's not broken, just disconnected. Really? So you think you could get it running again? Then who disconnected it? I don't know, it's awfully big. Maybe you're onto something, Karos. So what do you think, Matthew? Can we get the alchemy forge started? Oh, hell yeah! Let's go for it. I completely agree. This chamber is crammed with parts we can manipulate. Alright then, so where do we start, Hotshot? Are those blocks a secret to reconnecting the forge, Karos? See, it gets like this. Just watch. I am watching, but I don't understand what she's doing. The lines of power are broken. First, let's reconnect them throughout the chamber. Then we should fire up the alchemy forge again to see if it powers up. Yeah, what she said. We'll have this alchemy forge up and running again in no time. Chris, let's reconnect all the power lines, then throw another firebomb, okay? Yeah, you said that before. Okay, just a simple sliding puzzle here. Whoops. Okay, looks like we got something to move there. So let's just put this guy right over here. That's one side reconnected. This one's a bit simpler. First, it seems we're gonna have to take care of this one with the straight line on it. And then push this guy right into place. And now all we have to do is restart this thing. Looks like that did the trick! Who has tampered with the alchemy forge? Who are you intruders? Tell me at once! If you're those terrible soldiers, don't bother trying to strong-arm me or my people. I may look old, but I'm a descendant of the ancients. Visage will never cave to you, outsiders. We descendants of the Exothi will band together. So I'll speak with the Ayuse king, but not yours. I don't know who you think we are, but we're not them. Excuse me, sir, but we're not who we think we are. Though you and I have met before. What are you looking at, Gramps? Gramps? I'm an elder of Visage. Call me that or by my name, Bogo. Anything else is disrespectful. Now, who lit these fires? Was it you? Who else do you think is in this room? One of you must be able to wield synergy. All of us can, dude. We're at it. Are you now? The adepts are the descendants of the Genet who reigned over the ancient world. I have heard legends of the Genet, and even the Neox of nearby Craggy Peak. I have also heard of the Exothi, who were your ancestors of legend, right? How'd you come to know all this? I am a student of alchemy. I once visited here with the scholar Creighton. Creighton, did you say? Is Creighton with you now? No, I'm sorry to say that he's not. What a shame. He was an interesting old fellow, and we parted ways too soon. Creighton couldn't figure out how to restart your forge, but we adepts have. So you have! Well, look at that! The fires are blazing! The alchemy forge is relit. This writing says we need a crucial part to control it. What does it say? What? It couldn't be clearer. It says what it says. You have to forgive our ignorance. It simply looks like a curious design to us. All it means something? My, for Adams, you know less than I'd expect. Well, we're kids after all. We haven't been to this part of the world. Okay, I'm speeding this portion up because basically what they're going to posit and reiterate ad nauseum that the part needed is the Soul Mask, which is in a near impossible labyrinth called the Ouroboros, which would be fine except for the fact that the warring nation of Caucho, they built their castle right on top of the fucking thing. Now, normally, people have not been able to escape Ouroboros, but the when it came down to it, it is possible that the Janae designed the labyrinth in order for Adams to actually complete. So yeah, I just said that and look, I don't know, about within 2 minutes that the entire game is trying to get to in 20 minutes. I am not kidding. So that's basically it for the commentary and this episode. So if you guys like this episode, hit the like button, comment on it, and if you want, subscribe. If you want to finish up this little cutscene here, you may go ahead. But for those of you who want to finish right now, this is where we finish off. So until next time, see you later.